gorgeous girl. Anyways, I was about to go out and I have never filmed any video for YouTube, but I really wanted to share my go-to soft glam makeup routine. This video is specifically for you if you're looking for a go-to soft glam look. It is very easy if you follow all the steps, and it is very detailed. Moisturize. Regardless of what your skin type is, you start out with a moisturizer. Next thing is a primer. The type of primer you use is dependent on the type of skin you have. Let's say you have oily skin, you're going to use a mattifying primer. This one is from MAC. Say you have a dry skin, you're going to use hydrating primer. This is Miss Metic's aquagrip primer. It's from a Nigerian brand. I have combination skin, so I'm going to prep my skin this way. My T-zone tends to be very oily, so I'm going to apply the mattifying primers on these areas. And the outer perimeter of my face tends to be dry, so I am going to apply the hydrating primer there. So if you have a combination skin where some part of your face is dry, some oily, or normal and dry depending, you just prep it this way. Next thing is a foundation. You need to make sure that your foundation matches your skin and your undertone. I see some people applying their foundation like this. No, don't do it. Apply your foundation behind your hand or on a mixing pan. You're going to use a brush. This is a dense brush. You can see the bristles are tightly packed together. Brushes are for blending cream product. Just apply your foundation every other place, but avoid your under eye. Using a brush to blend offers you more coverage than a beauty sponge. But if you want to get like a very flawless looking base, go in with your brush first. And after that, you're going to go in with your beauty. After you've blended with your brush, you're going to go in with a damp beauty sponge. This is what a dry beauty sponge looks like. This is what a damp beauty sponge looks like. A damp beauty sponge doubles in size. And how do you make it damp? Put it in water. You see, it has doubled in size. So this is what it should look like. But make sure you don't have water coming out of it. There's no water coming out from it. So exactly, it should be damp, not wet. I'm going to just go over your foundation with that beauty sponge. For concealer, we apply a concealer in your shade first. And just blend with your brush. Get one that is 2 shades lighter. This one is from a Nigerian brand called Yanga Beauty. Place it here under your eyes. Place it here on your chin, on your forehead. Place on the bridge of your nose. Applying your foundation, you can see that your face looks bland, like the structure is gone. So that is where a contour comes in. It's meant to add structure. It is usually cool toned or neutral. So this is my contour. We're going to place it together. I'm going to place the contour, the hollows of your cheek. I'm going to place it on your temple. Contour just mimics the natural shadows of your face. So I'm going to place it here. Place it on your nose here for a snatched looking nose if you'd like to contour. Or if you don't like to contour, you can skip this because not everybody wants to contour their nose. And just place tiny little bit here on your forehead. Everybody's face should be contoured differently because you have different face shape, but this is just basic contouring. Because a contour is cool tone, it just adds structure to the face. So to bring warmth back to your face, you also need a bronzer, and a bronzer should be placed just above the contour. This is where you place your bronzer. Side of your nose, place your bronzer here, because remember, you're trying to add structure. So your bronzer doesn't add structure, it just adds warmth. So with this, you get structure and you get warmth. A win-win. With the brush used in blending your foundation, you can just use that brush to blend your contour and your bronzer. I'm going to blend it by tapping and blend upward. Don't drag it down. When you drag it down, it moves. Blend it where it is by tapping until it is properly blended. I'm going to blend it by dragging it in. For this hair, you drag it backward into your hairline. See the structure this has brought to my face. The difference is very clear. Can't you see that? The contour on the nose, just use your beauty sponge and blend it. Over here, we really like blush. You're going to place your blush directly above your bronzer. So it's going to be in between your bronzer and your highlights. You do the same here. I like to use a beauty sponge to blend my blush. Bottom of that beauty sponge, we're going to use it and blend that blush into the bronzer, then blend the top into the highlights. Don't be scared to blend it into the highlight, it won't change anything. Bottom, this is what it looks like. So we're going to do the same thing here. Blend the bottom into the bronzer, the top into the highlights, and then blend, spread it out. For your highlight, the time to blend it. Why I apply before blending my contour is to give it enough time to get coverage, because when you leave your concealer on for a little while and blend other products, you get more coverage out of it than when you just blend immediately, unless you're going for a clean everyday look. But this is a soft glam, don't forget, because I want you to slay your makeup looks. So I am giving you my secret. Coverage out of your concealer, use a brush. But if you want like snatched clean blend, use a beauty sponge. This is how you blend. You start blending from the outer corner, you go in like this, step by step, blend that on out, then you go again in and blend. For the concealer on your chin, blend the outer corner, blend it like this. You can do this using a beauty sponge. Then you go in. For your forehead, you blend, spread the outer corner first, in. Bottom of my beauty sponge I use in blending my blush, I'm just going to go over here so that it gives a very beautiful transition. To blend your nose, just use the tip of your beauty sponge. In, out, while moving up. Right now, this is what your base should look like. If you've been following what I have been doing, you can see the blush is where it's meant to be, the highlight is where it's meant to be, the contour is right where it is meant to be. There's structure, it looks beautiful. So if I set it in my powders, the blueprints to follow. After this, I would advise you to spray. We're going to let it sit and dry. Avoid flashback. I like to start with a powder that is one shade lighter. With my powder puff, then you're going to tap off excess products. So you have something like this. It's smooth, because if you go in the first way it was looking, you're going to get a very rough finish. Before you set, to avoid crease, go in and blend again, and you set. So this is set, this is not set. You can see the difference. Don't forget, you're just going to set it the way you placed it. So here, you're going to set like this. The way you blended it is the way you're going. To set your bronzer and your contour, you need a fluffy brush and a powder that is 2 shades darker than your skin tone. I'm using my Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker palette, and I'm using the shade Thick Mint first. So I'm using this brush. You blend towards your hairline, then you blend this upward, then you blend this inward with powder. Now it's my blush brush, fluffy brush. Yeah, this powder blush, this is from a Nigerian brand called V Beauty. You're using powders, always tap off excess product. So always start somewhere here to apply, then blend. The remaining one, just apply here if you want to. So holding my brush, I'm not holding it here. When you hold your brush here, you're going to get more coverage and you're going to apply more force. So hold it somewhere here and then blend. This is how to conceal your brows like a pro. You're going to need a flat brush. This is a flat angled brush. You're not going to start from here. You're going to start somewhere here from the arc of your brows and clean off. That is where you're going to start from. And then you're going to bring it down. You're going to use a fluffy brush and blend just like this. Blend it. Set with a powder that is 2 shades lighter. Whenever you're in doubt of what to wear on your lid, you're not sure, blush brush, and take the blush colors you applied Be very minimal about it. Tap off, tap off, tap off, tap off excess products, and then just go on your lid. Apply on your lid like you know what you're doing, even if you don't know what you're doing, but you see the difference it makes. So up this look, you can add shimmers. I'm definitely going to add shimmers. I'm going to take this shimmer. It's a golden shimmer. It's very beginner friendly, and just place it here. Place it where you want it. You see, eyeshadow does not have to be so complicated. This is very simple. With a smaller brush now, this brush colors, and put it on your lower lid. Beautiful. That's a good brush. This is my gel liner. In my opinion, gel liners are easier to apply than liquid eyeliners, but everybody has what they like, and I think it's beginner friendly. All you need is the perfect brush. It's the perfect eyeliner brush. Watch and see. So apply your eyeliner. Start from the outer corner here and drag it out. Mascara. If you have dry skin, you might really want to avoid baking. I have a dry skin, so this is what I do. Instead of baking and leaving it on my face, I just go in my powder puff and a loose powder. Then I go into my powder. Like I said, when it comes to powder, always tap off excess products. Always make sure it is smooth. Then I just go over my pressed powder like this. I just apply it on all the places I want to brighten. To really bring the look together, your lip liner. So you're going to line your lips with a pencil. I just like to use my brow gel and line. I think it's the perfect lip liner for me. With a flat brush. This is the brush I use. This is a Jessup waterliner brush. It is very flat. So I just use it to line my lips with what is remaining from my brow gel. After lining, I'm going to use this MAC lipstick in I'm not wearing my glasses to be honest, so I can't see, but I'll put it here when I'm editing. But this is a MAC lipstick, so I'm just going to use it and go over that line. I'm going to add any lip color your choice. I'm using this pink nude. If you want a highlighter, this is the perfect time. So I'll just place it here. With my hand, I apply here. Wherever light shines on your face, that's where you should apply highlight. You can see there's light here when you look, so I just apply here, then apply on the bridge of my nose. Now you're going to go in with your setting spray. Then you're going to let it dry. So you can see you can wear it like this without lashes if you choose to, but if you want it to look so elevated, and this is what it looks like with lashes.